Dude, both of these picks are really spicy. I'm looking forward to seeing what they are able to do on these picks, because man, oh man, is this is definitely unconventional.
It makes me worry that
combo setup already.
Some of these weapons are going to have a hard time existing, Pauly, in the matchup. I'm looking at Poe on this cannon. He's finding so much ledge guarding ground, but you're right, the Raphael is struggling.
The GC side signature from FXL, the follow-up attempt he went for in that first stock was insane, that it could have been detrimental. Still, even though they missed it, they are already having such a dominant start in this first game, Keg.
Absolutely. I like the GC down sigs that we're seeing from FXL. He's creating a lot of that space, having a wall on the left side of the stage. It's going to be hard for this Roland to exist. Can he stay alive? The answer is so far, well, not quite. It's going to be the down air, GC down light into the recovery to send this Roland away. But wow, Pauly, this Raphael is struggling.
Dude, oh, go for the full-on commitment. Pixel not able to find it though. He goes for the second attempt, but Xedit is going to be able to escape that time. Still all the way down in red. Your teammate is on their last stock, early yellow here. They've fallen behind a lot, and I'm gonna be completely honest. At this point, you might start thinking about game 2, Keg. This is not looking. Oh, actually, he gets another stock. This could be something. But they don't find the combo. That would have been massive.
Yeah, keep in mind too that Xedit did not go for a reset off of his second stock. He's not going to have the same spawn timers as Nad, who is struggling a lot. They just barely make it out from the upper blast zone. Nad's good to get that unarmed recovery. Sends Poe down to their final stock, but Fixel's looking amazing. Oh, goodbye, Nad.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Very nice unarmed snare by Poe also, just to confirm that knockout. Now, Xedit left to fend for himself here. 1 stock versus 3 against the reigning champs right now in 2v2 for the Middle East.
I mean, you would think right now that Xedit could go for a lot of lance nares to try to chip away some damage, especially against Fixel. Maybe target Poe to get that eventual 1v1, but this is just rough no matter which way you look at it. It's a great team combo from Fixel once more. The dare to end things out. It's Poe to remove Xedit and get game number 1. That was a very clean win.
Very clean win indeed. And Keg, as that game was finishing up, I was doing some background research here, and we mentioned prior that Poe and Fixel are one of the only teams that have been able to get a complete clean sweep in a bracket. Let me tell you something, they haven't lost a single game this tournament either. They actually have not lost a single game yet.
See, that's wild to me because this is a rematch from Winter Champions 2. We talked about how Fixel and Poe, they've already gone flawless in the Winter Champs. This is a road they've traveled before. But Xedit and Nad are no sleeping beasts. They came in 5th place overall, and they did not face up against Fixel and Poe whatsoever in Winter Champs. So there is a chance they could still make this upset after at least absorbing the playstyle of the winning team in game number 1, right?
Yeah, we are going to see a legend swap. It's going to be Nad swapping those Katars for the hammer, going over to that Teros. So we're gonna see some more heavy hitting action. I love the contrast between the 9 strength and the 9 defense on the team. You're gonna really have someone to pack a punch and someone to soak up the damage.
See, I always think that's interesting, right? Because the way I see 2v2s and like approach it in the VOD reviews is that you have 4 players on the board, right? But realistically, you're having 2 different players as a symbiotic unit. So now you have a 9 defense, 9 attack player up against your more traditional composition. This is going to be really scary for Poe and Fixel, but they isolate the 1v1s and that instantly falls. It leads immediately into a 2v1 combo.
That's the thing, man. I mean, they're so good at playing 2v2, but they're so, like, these are 2 of the strongest 1v1 players in the region as well. This is quite literally from last weekend. This is 1st place finish and 2nd place finish. But, you know, picking them apart in separate 1v1s, you're not gonna have an easy time there either.
Xedit's lance has just not been able to exist in the server in game 2. He attempts to go for Sares, but it's shut down immediately by Fixel playing offstage with their own Gauntlet Sares. Neutral sig didn't connect. And attempts to go for the ground pound, unfortunately, just slightly too delayed. Grounded neutral game control off of Fixel has been fantastic, and while there is the cider to remove that first stock off of Fixel, damage may have already still been done. Nad needs to keep his 2nd stock aboard.
Xedit finding that neutral signature. They are building up a lot of damage now, Keg. This is still doable. Pixel gonna get that recovery. Second one is gonna get a knockout onto Nad. Xedit, are they able to stay alive here? They're gonna find that side signature. They take 1-2 combo to get punished by it. Neutralite comes out, and this is really scary, because when Xedit goes down, they have a 1v2 opportunity here onto Nad.
I know, Xedit cannot afford to be caught in a 2v1, even with so much defense. Poe does fall, but remember too, you have a lot of punchability, quite literally, with those gauntlets. You were able to get so up close and personal. And Flambo was talking about earlier how buff the hammer just got in the latest patch, and yet we're not really seeing the benefits of it.
Not really, not yet at least. Oh? FXL trying to go for that GC neutral signature would have been massive. Poe, what a beautiful follow-up with that Sair, even though he was mid-combo. There's no tunnel vision there whatsoever. Neutralite going to hit their teammate though. Able to find that revenge hit, and this should be a knockout anytime now. FXL gets the ground pound. He's looking for the aerial. It's going to be the Sair, and that should be done.
Another clean game coming out from the red team. FXL and Poe once again continue their unstoppable dominance of no defeats whatsoever. 570 damage coming up from FXL. These gauntlets have just been a hot knife to the butter of blue team.
For sure, and you can definitely see now in the lobby, Xedit and Nad hovering over their legend picks. They're thinking about what they want to do here, because they know they're going to need to adapt.
Yeah, I really don't know what the answer would be against these gauntlets off of FXL. It's not necessarily going to be a character swap that can change things up. The Magyar is definitely a choice. I haven't seen Greatsword at all in any of the Winter Champs VODs that I watched leading into this tournament. So I'd be very curious to see what kind of shutdowns that can bring out. But FXL says, you know what? I already know what you're trying to do. I'm going to bring out the Kaya instead. And considering how much grounded control he was able to get off of Miami from gauntlets alone, this bow is just going to make it even scarier.
No, there's no way.
Dude,
they baited us. We just got baited, dude. They swapped it last second. We're seeing double Lord Vrax, man. We're seeing double Lord Vrax against the #1 team in MENA.
So is the goal just to get double Lance and Sair non-stop and be a wall of destruction?
Dude, if you want me to be completely honest, I'd say this is goof time, but they're like pretty high level. They're level 51, level 31 on Lord Vrax. Maybe they have a pocket Lord Vrax. There's only one thing I can say for absolute certain, Keg, and that is whatever is happening now will not be approved by the Brawlhalla gods.
Yeah, no, the Brawl Gods are already plenty angry. That's why we go to Fortress of Lions. But same usual strategy from FXL and Poe. Just take 1v1s.
Okay. I mean, so far, the Brawlhalla gods would approve of this, I'm pretty sure. They're keeping it simple. They are doing these split up 1v1s, which we said prior shouldn't be that successful. However, they are doing quite well. Only player with on the losing end here is Nad, who has taken a little bit more damage. Gets that signature, though, and they're putting up fairly well. That's going to be the first knockout, though. Xedit able to rack up some damage here. How are you feeling about the pick so far, Keg?
I think the idea with the blasters is to shut down the Sair from Poe's cannon. I think that's the big plan, but unfortunately Nad, struggling a lot in this series, was having a hard time getting that first stock set up. He is good about catching Poe out on the engagements, but it's that initiation after shutting him down that's been very hard for him to follow up on.
FXL able to find that Nair. Oh, tries to punish the signature. Nice counter punish by Xedit though. Poe was going for a massive commitment. He finds the Nair on the way back. And that's going to be the knockout. They have a strong lead at this point. Finds the knockout. FXL tried to go for that signature. It would have been sick, but I mean, you don't need to be that sick to find the knockout. They still get it.
The sickness needs a cure, though, with one stock left for both the blue team members, Nad and Xedit. They've struggled so much. The attempted ground pound off of Poe's cannon could have been it, but now just stuck off the ledge. Xedit's barely able to survive, but a ground pound confirms him possibly for the series out of upper finals. There's one last chance left. Bow recovery is out. No space to go. A taunt instead.
He knew it's
wow.
over.
A 5-stock win. That's incredible. I mean, look, seeing it firsthand, FXL and Poe were unstoppable this whole series. That was the quickest series I think we've seen so far this tournament.
There's a reason. There's a reason. Their team name right now on Challenger mode is Mina Goats, Keg. And they are not afraid to show off.
There really hasn't been anybody that we've seen make them